and then almost just 20 minutes to myself out there in the morning, just to really be clear around the decision that we made. And yeah, there wasn't any. It's one of those where weighing up the risk reward, and the risk was way too high for damaging this any further than it currently is. Didn't want to put my side. I wouldn't expect to put anyone else, any other of my players, at risk with an injury like this. So, start rehabbing now, and obviously focus on what we've got coming up in the winter. So, yeah, obviously very disappointed, but just almost needed a bit more time than normally would give to these kind of things to make a decision, and helps that we've got a really good, strong squad to be able to select from to put a team out there that we think can get us a win this week.
How long do you think you'll be out?
Once the series was done, I was feet up anyway, so doesn't really make too much difference to what I've got from the end of the series up until the winter anyway.
And looking at the team without you in it, I know it's a difficult position to be in. Obviously, you're a huge loss in terms of the balance of the attack. How do you assess the side that you do have now going into this test? No,
we've still able to field an 11. That's going to give us a very good chance of winning this game and winning the series. That's the benefit of having a very strong squad and some pretty bloody good cricketers to be able to choose from when we find ourselves in a situation like this. So look, let's put all the concentration onto the 11 that we've got out there this week, and we're very confident that we've got the ability to be able to win this game and hopefully win the series.
Jacob Bethel comes in, bats down at 6. There's been a lot of talk about him, a lot of hype about him. How do you think he'll deal with that?
Yeah, pretty good. I think there was a lot more hype and a lot more pressure on his shoulders in New Zealand when he got given that chance of batting at 3, and he handled that pretty well. I think being the type of player that he is, where he plays all 3 formats, probably allows him to be a bit more versatile with where he bats in the order. He batted at 3 in New Zealand, did very well, and gets to sliding at 6. And so look, I'm very confident of his ability. He's a quality player. I think we all know that. So look, we weren't going to change the batting order at all. It was just quite an easy slot in for him to come in at 6.
And just looking back to how it finished at Old Trafford, there's been a bit of needle throughout the series. Any regrets? Would you do it differently looking back? No regrets, but I think it's one of those where when you've not been there in the field for 250 overs, you do have a bit more of an understanding towards, both sides. 2 lads, Jadeja and Washington, played incredibly well up until that point, so you sort of understand as to why they wanted to stay out there and get the hundreds. But again, like I said at the end of the game, fair enough, but I'm not going to bowl any of my bowlers in a situation there where we can't win the game and expose any of those guys to injury. So it's just, we're over it. I think India are over that whole thing. Let's just try our best not to focus too much on a 20-minute period of cricket. When it's been such a good series so far.